recorded the highest single-day spike of over 5,700 cases. The daily number of deaths has also reached its all-time high, with 27 fatalities confirmed in the past 24 hours. Given this scenario, experts have warned the current public movement for the ongoing Dashain festival is soon to invite a more catastrophic situation in near future, urging the public to strictly abide by all precautionary measures at all times. Good morning, I'm Sarah Sapsanama and these are the headlines of the hour. Nepal reports the highest single-day coronavirus cases of over 5,700. National tally crosses 144,000 mark. Death tally reaches 792. The disgruntled intra-party faction of ruling NCP expresses reservations over Premier Oli's modus operandi, warns the Premier of disciplinary actions. Nepal records of increasing remittance despite the COVID-19 pandemic. Over 165 billion rupees received in the 2-month time. Balance of payment reported positive. And Bayern Munich begin their title defense with an emphatic 4-0 victory against Atletico Madrid. Shakhtar Donetsk upset Spanish giants Real Madrid. 5,743 new cases of COVID-19 were confirmed in the country in the past 24 hours. This is the highest single-day case recorded in the country so far. With this, the total number of coronavirus cases has climbed to 144,872. The death toll, meanwhile, has climbed to 792 with 27 deaths so far. According to the Health Ministry, 20,118 swab samples were tested, taking the test tally to over 1.34 million. This is the highest single-day test carried out in the country so far. 3,107 cases were reported from the federal capital, as Kathmandu district alone confirmed 2,391 cases. Lalitpur reported 543 and Bhaktapur 173. Likewise, 2,996 individuals registered full recovery, taking the national recovery to 99,605 as the recovery rate dropped to 68.7%. According to the Health Ministry, there are over 44,000 active cases in the country, with 14,676 in isolation centers and 29,800 in home isolation. 4,065 individuals are in quarantine centers. The ministry has informed that 87 patients are receiving treatment with ventilator support, while 269 are in ICUs. Now, the polarization between chairman duo of the ruling Nepal Communist Party has continued as senior leader Madhav Kumar Nepal backed the party's executive chairman Dahal in recent dispute regarding ambassador appointment, cabinet restructuring and the Karnali episode. The infuriated Dahal-led faction has even warned Prime Minister Oli of disciplinary actions if he adheres to his unilateral ways. The intra-party dispute of the ruling party heightened after a no-confidence motion was filed against Chief Minister of Karnali province. The turmoil seemed to have settled as senior leader Nepal backed Executive Chairman Dahal in the issue. However, during his meeting with provincial leaders, including Chief Minister, Prime Minister Oli instructed to move ahead as per his directives and assured to withdraw the no-confidence motion if leaders from his faction would be appointed in the provincial cabinet. This, according to sources, further enraged the Dahal Nepal faction, especially after the appointment of ambassadors and cabinet restructuring. The Dahal-led faction has expressed of taking disciplinary actions against the Premier and ultimately force him to step down from the dual post if he avoids implementing the Standing Committee meeting's decision. Meanwhile, leaders from Oli-led faction have blamed the disgruntled faction for raising the power conflict within the party. The Nepal Rashtra Bank has reported of an increase in remittance despite the ongoing coronavirus pandemic. The central bank has informed that the remittance collected in the first 2 months of the current fiscal year was 8.1% higher than the same period last year. Based on the report of current macroeconomic and financial situation of Nepal published by the central bank, the remittance for the first 2 months amounted to over 165 billion rupees. Likewise, as imports have declined, the current account has witnessed a reserve of 26.07 billion rupees. Nepal had incurred a deficit of 22.69 billion rupees during the same period last year. Furthermore, the balance of payment that stood at just over 8.8 billion rupees during the last fiscal stands at over 67.6 billion rupees this year. The central bank reports that the inflation rate has decreased to 4.52%, which was 6.616% during the same period last year. In our Public Voice segment, we have asked the locals in Biratnagar how are they celebrating Dashain festival this year. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
Public Voice.
जो जति छन् घरमा त्यतिसँगै बस्ने गर्ने साधारण अब अन्त जाने कार्यक्रम हाम्रो केही पनि भएन
टाढाका मान्छेहरू अलि टाढा पनि छन् आउँदैनन् उनीहरू पनि बुझेकै छन् अब आफै घरमा छोरा छोरी नाता नातिनी चाहिँ बसेर मनाउने हो
परिवार भित्र मात्रै दशैं मनाउने टीका थाप्ने आशीर्वाद लाउने त्यो भन्दा परतिर हामी छेउकै छिमेकी घरमै ठुलो बुवाको घर अथवा काकाको घर होस् किन नहोस् तर त्यहाँसम्म पनि हामी नपुग्ने
कोभिडको महामारीको बीचमा पनि जतिपय कुराहरू चाहिँ हामीले नियमहरू पालना गर्नुपर्छ त्यसलाई पालन गरेर चाहिँ हामी दशैं मनाउने
डर छ घरमै बस्ने फ्यामिली बस्ने बाहिर चाहिँ नजाने
आफूलाई पनि लागेको हुन सक्छ थाहा नभएको हुन सक्छ कोरोना हैन उहाँहरुलाई पनि सार्नु नपरोस् आफूलाई पनि नसरोस् भन्ने हिसाबले चाहिँ घरमै सामान्य तरिकाले चाहिँ मनाउने
एक ठाउँ सासुका जान्छ अरू ठाउँ कहीँ पनि जाइदैन र अरूले पनि घरमा भर्सक नआउनु भन्ने सूचना दिइसकेको छ मैले
Time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
And the question is, why has the practice of holding a panchayat to resolve incidents of heinous crimes continued? Your options are A, lack of awareness, B, weak legal mechanism, and C, influence of those in power. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. And those were our latest headlines. Thank you for watching. Have a great day ahead.